Yo, what's up, YouTube, man? Back with another video, man. Hold on, let me get this shit. How y'all feeling, man? Glad to see y'all back on the channel, back with another one. Get what y'all need to get to enjoy the video with me, man. Let's get to 20 likes, 1 million subscribers. But no, man. How y'all feeling, man? How y'all day going so far? Or night, day, night, middle of the day. Whenever y'all watching this video, man, make sure while y'all watching this video, y'all liking it and subscribing. For real, it takes a lot of work to do these videos. But like I said, man, let's get into the video. Oh, headphones. Let's see what this about, man. My bad. Check
See, he's doing that fake now.
All those witches, bro.
If you keep letting him in, he's gonna hurt you.
Because if people are gonna kill me, he's gonna kill me, but that's what I'm afraid of.
After an elderly woman fails to heed an officer's ominous warning about her son, Albuquerque police fear the worst when her face appears on missing persons posters. But nothing could prepare them for the twisted
putting her face on missing person posters.
story behind her disappearance, or the horrifying discovery waiting for them. The following is based on official police records to date, and some of the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. In Albuquerque, New Mexico, on October 28, 2025, a care worker contacts police for a welfare check after receiving an unusual call from the son of one of her elderly clients. Over a week earlier, the same woman, 69-year-old Ernestina Lucero, had been reported missing by her niece. Officers arrive at the home Ernestina shares with her son, but despite knocking several times, they get no answer.
He probably one of them weird dudes that crashed out on his mom over not heating up the Hot Pocket right, or the goddamn pizza rolls was probably cold.
They instead turn to the neighbors, who share their own concerns.
Could you use up to $800? Find
Hey man,
it
go
at BioLife.
donate.
Up to $800 is waiting for you. Just donate.
He was saying a bunch of things about her leaving New Mexico with her boyfriend, and that they were on a speaking basis right now. And then, like, a couple days later, he came and knocked, and he's like, "Hey, by any chance, do you want to buy my car? I'm trying to make money for rent." That's what he said.
How long ago was that?
Like a week ago.
Like 2 weeks ago.
And you haven't seen her in a couple weeks?
Yeah, I haven't seen her.
Hard to make rent.
According to the neighbor, the dark gray Chevy Camaro belonged to Ernestina and was not his to sell.
They were fighting before she left.
That was my next
They
one.
were fighting before she left. I know there was a couple nights where they were going at it. I have a 2-year-old,
Them and stuff.
and I've asked him to, just take it down a little bit. And he's starting to fight him because we've asked him to take it down. He's like, "Yeah, I'm homie." He said he's done.
He's gonna say she went to Mexico, but she could barely walk.
They add that her son, identified as 49-year-old Leroy Vallejos, should be home. They try knocking several more times, but he doesn't answer.
Leroy, you need to come out, man. We're not gonna go away. Come on, man. Yeah, come on. He's coming to the front door. Open up.
Sorry, man. I thought you were someone else, dude.
No.
Who the hell did you think it was? Who do you think it was, brother? Talking about I didn't know who he was. Stop lying.
Can I step in and talk to you real quick?
Yeah, no problem.
Can I step in and talk to you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, he ain't young.
Dogs friendly?
Why
Yeah,
did
they
you-
bite. I mean, they bark, they don't
why
bite,
did you
man.
go
Okay.
with your mom?
Yeah, can I shut the door?
Why did you look at him? He did it.
My partner's coming in too.
Oh, okay. It's been a rough 2 weeks, man. Sorry about that. I've been
going on.
my mom's missing, man, with college, work. I've been overstressed, tired, you know what I mean?
Right through 360.
Just trying to get some rest, man.
Get some rest.
Okay.
Exhausted from worrying, you know what I mean?
Look at him. He
How
lying.
long is
That's the face of a liar if y'all ever need to see if someone's lying to you. That's what they look like. And that.
Like 15 or something.
15?
Leroy allows the officer to go into Ernestina's bedroom in order to search for any clues that may help them locate her. There, the officer finds a dresser and closet full of her clothing.
Is that a trash can on a bed?
As well as medications prescribed to Ernestina, items she likely would have taken with her. Meanwhile, his partner continues speaking with Leroy in the living room.
So we've gotten calls.
An appointment with the detective tomorrow too.
Which detective?
Spinks.
Spinks?
Stephanie Spinks, yeah, I'm going to talk to her. I'm trying to help too, man. Okay, I'm going to tell you, like my mom had some dude trying to get at me or something, and but I never came at her the same way.
What do you mean she's been trying to get at you?
Dudes that harass me and stuff, but I've never went at her like that, you know what I mean?
They highlighted, I never went at her like that or nothing. Yes, you did.
But this is far from the truth. 2 years earlier, in November of 2023,
like
Ernestina
far from the truth.
Contacted police after an incident with her son allegedly escalated to violence.
So what happened today?
I don't know because you're doing right now. I'm not because I'm on it. See, he's doing that right now.
So did he get physical or anything?
A little bit, but he didn't, really hurt me. He pushed me on the bed and I think they choked me, but he did.
When your kids start putting their hands on you, bro, at that age, bro, get them up out of there, bro. Get him out the crib, bro. He don't need to be there, bro. He too old. Too old for that, man.
Gonna choke you?
He put his hands on and I pushed him off. So if he really wanted to hurt me, kill me, he would have done it,
The officer advised Ernestina that the best course of action was to issue a summons and take Leroy to court on battery charges.
Look at him.
But she was against the idea.
I just want him to get medical help. He needs to be in a mental hospital.
You don't want press charges?
Like I just said, he needs to be in a mental hospital. He crazy.
No, I he left his house, so he can't get in.
At this point, with the way he's been behaving the last few days, it's just getting worse. To the point where if you keep letting him in, he's gonna hurt you.
No, for real.
I'll get you.
I want him to get help. I really do, because he needs it badly. Because he's twice
That's his
attacked me.
mom, bro. She gonna say this stuff, bro, because she love him, bro. That's the crazy part, bro. Sometimes you gotta.
Like I said, if you go on and kill me, you're gonna kill me, but that's what I'm afraid of.
Now, 2 years later, Ernestina has vanished.
This has been going on for years, you know what I mean? And I've never once raised a hand to her. This last time I just told her, I'm just tired of your lies. I don't believe you, man. I don't even think we should be around each other. It disgusts me because we used to be close.
Okay.
So, like I said, I got an appointment with the detective tomorrow.
Okay.
And I'm trying to help, man. I don't know how they just paint me out to be the bad guy. Because unfortunately, we live together. She's a grown woman. She's seen some dude, Jose. I don't get in her business, dude,
Okay. And how long was she seeing her?
Also, Cap, he be all in her business.
Say her angel for?
I'm not sure. Years, man. They were together for a while, dude.
So when did they recently break up?
No, they broke up a while ago. It was 2-3 years ago.
If Ernestina and her boyfriend broke up several years ago, Leroy's claim that the pair went to Mexico together is that much harder to believe. Little do they know Leroy is harboring more than one dark secret, and one of them is about to come to light. After leaving Ernestina's bedroom, the officer heads toward the kitchen.
You can move that. I got that there for the dog. They pee by the fridge, and there's like rats living at the bottom. I don't want that pee. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, in there and mixing with the rats and causing a mess, man.
Hungry Root is here, and I needed it because my fridge is super empty. I'm gonna open the box.
The officer digs through the clutter, pushing food aside until he sees black trash bags at the bottom. As he begins lifting them, a horrifying realization sets in.
Cuff him. Cuff him.
Week after 15th to 17th.
Look at him. Yeah, I found it.
What's up, boss?
See, no. You're cooked. The face of a person that's cooked. Yeah.
Step outside. Go and put your own body back.
Right.
She's in the freezer.
I wonder what his face is look like when he
I know. Hey,
walked in the room.
I know. I'm really fucking lawyer, man.
Be quiet.
Sure. I know the Fred.
Service as supervisor.
Since the dogs can't be allowed to roam what is now a crime scene, they let them stay in the back of the cruiser with Leroy.
You and your dog.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys.
A sergeant soon arrives and is quickly brought up to speed. The officer then checks on his colleague.
Yeah? Yeah. I was freaking the hell out at first. Yeah. But yeah, I'm good. Okay. Yeah. You sure? Yeah. I was not expecting. I wouldn't have expected that either. I mean, yeah. I couldn't believe my eyes.
I felt it was 31 right off the bat, but
Yeah. Let's wait for the CS.
Okay.
Because I want them here to help make the determination, and then I'll get my eyes on it. Because she's like wrapped in a black trash bag, but yeah, it's clearly the outline of a body.
I don't know if you guys are ready to turn myself in by the first couple days, guaranteed. She wouldn't listen, man. She wouldn't stop. She wouldn't change. I tried everything, man. Pleasing, begging, praying.
Dog's going to death.
Nothing.
Leroy waits for nearly 4 hours while the crime scene is processed. Finally, animal control arrives to take custody of his 2 dogs and informs him they'll be placed on a 14-day hold.
Them dogs are cooked. Just like them.
Leroy is brought into an interrogation room where he will soon share a chilling story full of unexpected twists. Before they begin, the detective asks him if there's anyone who can collect his 2 dogs from the animal shelter.
Telling you, man, I have nobody.
The person he had was his
I know that a lot of your, you feel like a lot of your family members are kind of mixed up in all this. Is there anybody
mixed up in that shit? And a lot of people are. You'd be surprised.
Is there anybody that you trust?
I know. I don't know. You guys live all that whole world we live in.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them are gonna swing that way. You know what I mean? A lot of witches, anything corrupt.
In an attempt to understand more about Leroy's mental state, investigators speak with his brother and sister-in-law. His brother explains that Leroy suffers from delusions that may be connected to illicit substance abuse.
He was pretty normal, like when he was not anything. Like he kind of stuck to himself a little bit, but he would kind of have conversations with us normal, you know. And then when he was, the reason I'm assuming it was meth that he was on, or maybe he's coming off of it, whatever. He was a lot different person.
Ernestina brought up similar concerns during the incident with Leroy that occurred 2 years before her death.
I thought he was going to be like, he usually is in the morning, he's going to be nice and everything. But then he started getting just killing his dog. Like, I'm not killing the dog, no rich.
Well, I know we were out here yesterday as well.
Yeah.
Because it's still kind of the same thing. He's freaking out a little bit, so maybe like that related, you think?
You know, he was telling me that she was hanging out with some bad people, and that our mom had promised our souls to the devil, like mine and his, you know, and that, I mean, he went into the whole, when he was married to his ex-wife, he saw a demon having sex with her. He said that Angel, my mom, and my grandmother had a devil baby, or a demon baby in the house that he saw, that they were going to sacrifice or something, you know.
I'm sure they're all from the same covenant, dude.
Oh, weak.
It's real, man. I know how it sounds, but all those are witches, bro. You know what's funny? How they all start calling on the Lord. You know what I mean? They all do the same. They start calling on the Lord, wanting justice.
What? And
I have all them evil just like that. Your first sign of trouble, They're the first ones to call the cops and shit. You know what I mean? Get down and start praying to God. You do it, oh, you're a rat, and you know what I mean? But they're the first ones to start doing it.
Leroy's brother believes there could be another reason for his delusions, recalling a tragic incident he supposedly suffered years ago while hitchhiking in Roswell, New Mexico.
So he got in the car with them to get a ride, and I guess what had happened is they took him to like a house somewhere, and I guess a bunch of guys beat him up, right? And then they cut him. That's why he's got that scar. So they just took a knife and cut him. They ran over him with a Ford Bronco, so he had shattered hips and his lungs were collapsed. And they left him in the field to die. And then somebody that was either in the area or saw what was going on, had a bit of a conscience, whatever, called 911, you know, and said there's a guy in the field, basically. So they took him and had to fly him to Lubbock, and he was there for a while. But like I said, it was like, you know, like a football. He was so beat up.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So bad, like, brain injury.
Yeah, that'd be my guess. That's why I think
actually be messed up.
Started to intensify all this stuff, you know.
Got you.
You see people killing their parents for? Crazy, bro. I'm just trying to kill me every day of my life, dude.
According to police records, Leroy believed his mother, working in concert with other conspirators, had spent the last 17 years waging a campaign of intimidation and harassment against him. Though it wasn't captured on camera, according to police records, Leroy admitted that before he attempted to dismember his mother, he first strangled.
Hi there! Would you like to receive a gift? I'm a missionary for the Church of Jesus Christ.
During it, I was just like, why can't you just leave the alone, man?
Oh, that was the Jesus Christ.
What did I ever do to you, man? So I love you, do everything I could for you. I don't know, I said some too, but I got nothing to hide from you guys or anybody, you know what I mean? I'm a man, dude. I can admit to whatever I do.
But what he'll soon admit goes far beyond what investigators could have ever imagined.
After you killed your mother, you said you waited a couple days before trying to cut her up?
Yeah.
To let the blood thicken?
Yeah, that's what I heard, but I don't really want to do it.
Where was she when you did that? Like, where'd you leave her?
I put her in the freezer.
Okay, you left her in the freezer.
I told you, I put her in there and I left her in there.
She just stayed
on top and never looked at her again, dude.
Until you tried it.
It's still bugging me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's still bugging me. I don't even want to see her, you know?
You're not.
I love her, man. I don't care what nobody says. I always love her.
According to police records, the care worker who requested the welfare check on Ernestina had become concerned when Leroy contacted them, asking to receive pay for her care.
One thing we found that, I don't know if this isn't related, but that we didn't know about, I guess, that we found the medical paperwork in her apartment dated 2019.
Mm-hmm.
That stated that she was like, what was it?
Progressive dementia.
Oh, okay.
And that she could, I guess the letter was so that she could get into assisted living if she
We didn't
wanted
know her
to.
to have dementia, you know what I mean? So it's like, probably why my brother was getting paid by the state to take care of her.
After he called to request the money, he was transferred to Ernestina's case manager. It was then that Leroy disclosed she was missing.
I did tell him it's disturbing how you're pushing on your pay when your mom's sick. And then he was like,
Or mom's missing.
right, missing. And then he was like, well, am I going to get paid or not? And I said, no. So then the call dropped there.
Leroy's brother also shared his mother's banking information with detectives, revealing that Leroy continued to access and use her bank cards.
The nightmares stopped. I said nightmares every night. They stopped at least. But still, it wasn't worth it, eh?
When did the nightmare stop?
I don't know, I guess when I killed her, they stopped instantly. I finally slept. I haven't slept for over 30 minutes in 17 years. I keep giving up. It's a trip, I don't know, man. Say it's witchcraft, that she had witchcraft on me. I don't know if she did. It's not something you could prove, you know what I mean?
During the investigation, detectives identified Ernestina's ex-boyfriend, the man Leroy had earlier claimed went with her to Mexico, as Jose Angel Frias. But as they dug deeper, a disturbing pattern began to emerge. Jose had also vanished. With a Spanish-speaking officer assisting as a translator, an investigator was able to reach Jose's brother by phone.
So he said that he's been looking for him for 3 years. He knows that, yeah. He worked at a Hilton Hotel here in Albuquerque. That's about all he knows.
Okay.
And then tell him that we're also looking for them.
No, but tell him we'll start looking into it.
Leroy's brother claims he only met Jose a couple of times, and he has no idea where he is now. As far as he knows, Jose left Ernestina years ago.
I don't think he got along with my brother too much sometimes, he just, their personalities. And I think, with my brother, with his paranoia, he probably thought that Angel wanted to kill him too, probably. I don't know. So maybe they didn't get along so well. That's probably part of the reason that Angel guy, left.
But as Leroy's interrogation continues, he makes a damning admission regarding the missing man and the last time he ever saw him.
When he was in bed, was he asleep?
Yeah, he was. So I shot him the first time he woke up.
Where did you shoot him?
What?
I never shot no one before like that, so I got a pillow and I pulled it with a gun. The pillow to sleep on. Mm-hmm. And when I shot it, when it recoiled, it got stuck. He's screaming. That's the worst scream I've ever heard in my life that a man made. Mm-hmm. It was awful, bro. I thought for sure I'd never kill no one after that.
Then what happened?
I didn't know what to do. I had to pull the pillow off, then I had to recock it again. And then I shot him again. Boom.
Where'd you shoot him that time?
I thought I shot him in the head twice. Okay. I don't know, but one didn't hit him in the head. Like I said, there was a big old pillow, he was laying down.
What happened after the second time you shot him?
He shot him, stopped making that noise,
And he was dead then?
Yeah. I don't know. And I know I felt really bad about that, when I did that. I used to have nightmares about that.
Leroy claims that his mother was in the living room at the time and must have heard the gunshots coming from the bedroom.
She came in about the second time I shot him. She goes, "What did you do?"
She knew?
And I turned around and I pointed the gun at her and I was like, "It should be you too, man." I was like, "Call the cops." I threw a gun down. I said, "Call the cops, eh?" She's like, "I can't have you in prison. I need you."
And then what happened?
My life went on.
You cut him up?
She took me to the load and bought a saw off. It was going to be a chainsaw because I never cut anybody off.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember I did some work for a company for a couple of years and that thing cut through everything.
How do you go from zero experience to flying for one of the world's largest airlines? Let's find out.
According to police records, a search warrant was executed on Leroy's apartment, in which they located a reciprocating saw with what appeared to be dried bloodstains on the blade. It was found under the kitchen sink.
Did you use the same sawzall?
No, I threw that away.
You threw that one away?
But after we used it, my mom likes to keep everything. She wanted to keep it.
Did you put Jose in the freezer at all?
Yeah. I put my freezer too, by the way. I can't remember how quick we did it. She helped me,
What the same freezer that she got put in.
I told her to call cops, She wanted to hide the body. That's probably why I sold my soul to Satan, you know what I mean? Who knows?
How long did it?
God wouldn't talk to me,
And who was the one who was cutting him?
We both did.
Both of you?
I did most of it, don't. Cause I told me to, I'll do whatever. She tells me to. I didn't ask her about killing him, Mom, because she wouldn't let me. But I was gonna kill her that day too, right? But I couldn't. I couldn't bring myself to do it. So I figured maybe she's trying to take me out because I know she thinks I'm gonna say something. So she knows I wasn't, I don't know, man. It started getting like way worse, man.
He started tweaking.
I wish I could bring her back. All the bad she's done to me. I would do anything to bring her back. I'd even trade places with her.
According to court records, 49-year-old Leroy Vallejos was indicted on an open count of murder, as well as tampering with evidence and abuse of a resident resulting in death. He entered a plea of not guilty. After an evaluation, Leroy was determined to be incompetent to stand trial and was committed to the New Mexico Behavioral Health Institute for treatment aimed at restoring competency. Jose Angel Frias remains listed as a missing person on the New Mexico Department of Public Safety website. As of now, Leroy's statements regarding his and Ernestina's role in Jose's disappearance remain unsubstantiated.
What? That's crazy, bro. So what he just admitted to don't even mean nothing. He just said it for no reason, and they said, "Nah, you just gonna go to a mental institution." That's crazy. All right, bro. I'm gonna catch you on the next one, bro. Remember, like, subscribe, comment. Peace.